one of the NFL's most successful franchises. You're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off from Foxborough. To return this, Marcus Jones. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's May. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 48. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They motion the tight end over. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Taken in by Smith. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They kick the running back in motion. This finds Smith. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Trying for it, it's Achane. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
May now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Receiver in motion, headed right. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's May. Cut near the goal line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
1st down from the red zone. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead,
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate. Balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Ready, set.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Milton Williams making the stop. Working quickly here. Third down run from Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
All right, come on.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Miami.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Good.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They just get the play on. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Caught at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now.
There's a handoff up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw, here's May. Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Handoff running left, Achane. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. 2 now from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. Buys time, rolling right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. On the move, headed right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rush coming for May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air. It's May. He's got a man left. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Going play action, May. Flushed out of the pocket. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 16 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots in possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. first down, and they go right back to him. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's May. Pass taken in by Diggs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. On play action, here's May. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at them, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guys up front saying, give me...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Dolphins got it. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
May now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Tag. 70 range, 70 range.
Here's May to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th down. Another punt coming up. Bryce Baringer to do the honors again. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Tagovailoa on first down. Forced down to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
44, ready.
Another try following the sack. He puts some power on a deep one left. Into a crowd and intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Out of this shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Solo left Zion. Watch it, Oscar. Out!
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Left side, backs there, cut! And he'll take this across, touchdown Miami! The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Devon Achane with the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Tracking 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready.
May now. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go.
To the air on 1st down, May. Brought in close to the 8. And he has the New England touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Nevis with a point after. And the Patriots tie this game at 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's on the move. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd down carry for Achane. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is May. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. That goes for 36 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
May on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
Ready, check.
1st down from the red zone. We've got a screen to the running back. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Set up.
They'll send him over right.
Go.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ready, break.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Patriots can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie us up 28-all. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Set. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Buys time, rolling right. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. First down, here's Tua. Able to find Achane. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the third. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Achane reels it in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 19. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's May. Escapes out to the left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Let's go.
Here's the give on third and short. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down. Back-to-back carries here. Runs inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Mevis now for the extra point. And no, they faked it! And the Dolphins are there to bring him down.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right, come on.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle, and it sets up second down.
Good.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Blitz coming. Tua. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? But they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ready, shot. Hey, 21 TA.
Here's Tagovailoa again. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
20 TX.
Not first down. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready. Step. Hey.
Here's Tua again. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throw in. Here's Tagovailoa on third. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Okay. 21G, 21G. Ready.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. He beams one deep right side. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ready.
Motioning the tight end now. First down throw for May. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air. It's May. Forced out to his right. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. Ready.
May now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Dolphins football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. What?
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Second and 3 now.
Solo left Zion. Yeah. Ready.
Tua now from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. Across midfield to the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
They've got a man in motion.
Go.
It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Come on. Set. Check. Ready.
Made out a throw on 3rd. Culp with a catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So this is a win for the Patriots. And they draw